We're all in, everybody. Bags, oh, it's heavy. Bags are packed. And we're ready to go. It's Boston week. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Question of the day. And also, if you are racing and you want us to cheer you on, you want, DGR to track you through the app, feel free to drop your bib number down below in the comments and enjoy. As I said a couple days ago, enjoy the process. It's going to be fun. Question of the day. What is some history or a history fact or some tips that you have all about the Boston Marathon? Okay, for example, I am curious about some hidden cheering spots, some hidden gems out there along the Boston route that people may not know about that are great places to cheer the runners going by. All right, so let us know any tips or tricks or history that you know about the Boston Marathon. That is the question of the day. We're going to go through a little bit right now. And yes, this is where we're meeting Sunday morning, 9 a.m. in Boston for the group run. Okay, 9 a.m. There are some goodies in here in this heavy suitcase that I will be bringing to the group run. And it's just gonna be a good time to meet everybody finally. I know, I've been to New York City a couple times. I've been to Europe a couple times, 2 or 3 times, but it's I've never been to Boston as far as with DGR. So I look forward to meeting everybody. And we're gonna go, 3 to 4 miles roughly along the Charles River. Okay, so that's the game plan. Nothing fast. We got to save the legs for everybody that's running the next day. Save the legs for the actual race. Okay, so we're meeting at the Miriam and Sydney Stoneman Playground right next to it. All right, there you have it. Okay, let's go through a few things that just jumped out to me. First marathon, 1897. Can you believe it? And do you know how long the distance was the first Boston Marathon? All right, was it 26 miles? I'll just tell you right now, it was not 26 miles. And here we go. What town did the first Boston Marathon start in? It wasn't, am I saying it right, Hopkinton? All right, it was not Hopkinton. It was not. All right, so a little trivia going on right now down in the comment. No Googling now. All right, that is a couple questions for you to think about. What year, all right, this kind of gives away the first one, but what year was the Boston Marathon lengthened to 26 miles, 385 yards? Okay, what year did that happen? I'll just say it was not in the first couple of decades of the Boston Marathon. Okay, so it's very interesting history behind Boston. Now, most of you know that Patriots Day is now the official date of the Boston Marathon, which was moved in which year? To the third Monday of April, okay? And of course, for those that don't know, Patriots Day commemorates the start of the Revolutionary War, all right? Sorry to everybody in the UK. a little tension there historically between the United States and the UK, but that is what Patriots Day is all about. And which marathon inspired, all right, John Graham to start the Boston Marathon in 1897? Okay, you probably can guess this one pretty well if you know your Olympic history, all right? So which marathon inspired John Graham to start the Boston Marathon? And, this is a fun one. I didn't know this, actually. What was the original name of the Boston Marathon? Okay, it was not called the Boston Marathon. Isn't that interesting? Okay, that one threw me for a loop. I will not reveal it right now. Think about that, and we'll have a little trivia at the group run on Sunday morning. Okay, let's see, what year did the qualifying standards get introduced to the race? Okay, it was a while ago at this point. Ooh, it was a long time. We're getting older. It was. I'll just say it was over 50 years ago. I think, am I doing the math? Yeah, over 50 years ago, the qualifying standards were introduced. All right, and as far as the history that I read, basically the question was asked, did you train enough to run under 4 hours? Which is a respectable time. Running a marathon under 4 hours is very respectable. So that was kind of the original question in this year. Okay, there you have it. And the first wheelchair finisher finished in this year. And this also happened at the same year. Bill Rogers won his first Boston Marathon, the first of 4, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, Bill Rogers, who I'm sure will be there on Monday. Okay, so that's another little tidbit to think about. And fast forwarding a little bit to get to the present here, we're just getting you juiced, primed and ready. And that's the beautiful thing about history. I studied history in college. I love history and the history of our sport. Sometimes it gets overlooked in the United States, I feel, but there's a lot of history behind running, distance running, and specifically, and track and field, but specifically marathon running. There's a lot of history there, a lot of rich history, which can be often overlooked when it comes to larger sporting events or sports out there like baseball or football, but man, running has a really, really, really rich history. Okay, so how many marathons has Eliud Kipchoge raced before this Boston? As you know, he will be racing on Monday. How many marathons has he raced leading into the 2023 Boston Marathon? Okay, and little bonus points here, extra credit for everybody. What marathon did Kipchoge race his first marathon in? Okay, where was it? What was it? No, remember, no Google now. All right, so this is a little history lesson, a little history test. You didn't realize you're going to be going to school today on the vlog. All right, so there you go. It's a good one. I have not raced this one, but it's definitely on my radar. Definitely a bucket list race for me for Kipchoge. There you have it. Okay, Boston. It's going down one more time. That's where we're meeting on Sunday. And let me just think. Mile 25 on Monday, roughly around 11 a.m., keeping in mind the crowds and moving around, and it's just going to be busy. So roughly around mile 25, around Kenmore Square, DGR will be posting up there. Comment of the day goes out to John. Got my shakeout run in this morning for my 5K DGR Classic. So stoked to be putting on that singlet and lay down a time. John, I'm excited for you. So today, the DGR Distance Classic race is kicking off. Good luck to everybody, whether you're racing a mile, whether you're racing an ultra marathon. Any distance in between is basically covered in the DGR Distance Classic. John, good luck. Enjoy the process, and it's going to be fun. So I will be doing the vertical challenge and striving to find as many hills as I can in the greater Boston area. All right, there you go. There's a little more details on how to submit your results for the DGR Distance Classic. That's today's vlog. It was a busy day, like every day, but especially packing, doing a few other admin work, and we are ready to rock and roll. We will see you in Boston. All right, everybody, signing off. We'll toss it to, oh man, something with a marathon. Something with a marathon right there. All right, seek beauty, work hard, and love each other. See you tomorrow.